Over the next several days, whenever speaking to his uncle, Shan would drop casual mentions of America, how he'd heard that the wives of the Doherty and Gallagher families were busy packing to move, now that their husbands had earned enough in New York to buy passage for them all. And my, how it must be nice to see a brand new film at the pictures in America so many months before they reached the likes of Ireland. Oh, and did he know what people have been saying about the fine quality of Yankee cigarettes and liquor? This last one caught Uncle Will's attention, but only in the way of a stern warning for Shan, to steer clear of such depravity if he knew what was good for him. Though the rest of Shan's hints were brushed away or ignored, he wasn't about to give up. Even now, plenty more highlights were flitting around in his head as he and Uncle Will waited to be seen at the labor exchange. The thoughts were like birds in a cage, desperate for release, but trapped for the time being. After a restless night of coughing fits, Uncle Will had no tolerance for yapping. The fact that smoking in the queue was frowned upon, as it displayed a vulgar waste of spending, only worsened his uncle's mood. Soon, though, they would receive their weekly dole. The free funds always cheered Uncle Will, and Shan would again plod toward his goal. "O'Mara!" The mustached clerk stood in the hall. "William O'Mara!" "Aye!" Uncle Will rose, clutching his cap. Shan followed as usual, eager to flee the area that smelled of sweat and nerves and stale breath over yellowed teeth. He grabbed hold of his uncle's free hand, as was expected. It was dry and rough with calluses, his grip rather awkward, but deep down Shan couldn't deny craving the comfort in it, even if logic said he shouldn't. In silence they passed the wooden benches packed with men in hats and dark suits, many with stitched-up holes, all with eyes lowered. A charity line was one of the few places where even the proudest men sank to a slouch. At the open doorway, the clerk directed Uncle Will toward the center of the room, where he and Shan would stand before the table of 3 to be judged. "I am well aware what to do," Uncle Will muttered. One would think the clerk would recognize them by now and deem the instructions unneeded. Then again, his ambivalence made it clear that the men who filed past him each week were all but a faceless mob,